Good evening, all of you. Let us see UGC NET Paper 1 PYQs with Dr. Hema Ramachandran. Let us go to the first question. Which of the following is not considered as self-generated feedback? Assurance, previewing, retracing, observation. Options are given 1, 2, 3, and 4. The correct answer, according to the question, is option 1. So that is the question asks the self-generated feedback. It refers to the process of monitoring and evaluating one's own performance or progress. Assurance typically involves external validation or confirmation, whereas self-generated feedback involves internal monitoring and evaluation. The following options are considered as self-generated feedback. Previewing, that is mentally rehearsing or anticipating a task or performance. Retracing, reviewing or reflecting on past actions or experiences. Observation, that is monitoring one's behavior or performance. Second question. Electrostatic precipitator is used in thermal power plants to remove which of the following air pollutants? Polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, gaseous pollutants, fly ash, volatile organic compounds. Options are given 1, 2, 3, and 4. The correct answer is option 3. That is, electrostatic precipitators are devices used to control air pollution by removing particulate matter from gas streams. In thermal power plants, electrostatic precipitators play a crucial role in reducing emissions. Its primary function is to remove fly ash and other particulate matter from the flue gas emissions of thermal power plants. It is a byproduct of coal combustion and can cause significant air pollution if not properly controlled. So there is some additional knowledge given here. Polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons or PAH are organic compounds that can be emitted during coal combustion. However, electrostatic precipitators are not specifically designed to remove pH, which are typically controlled using other technologies like activated carbon or scrubbers. Gaseous pollutants. ESPs are not effective in removing gaseous pollutants such as sulfur dioxide, NOx, or carbon dioxide. These pollutants require separate control technologies like scrubbers or selective catalytic reduction. Volatile organic compounds like PH, VOCs are not typically controlled using ESBs. Instead, technologies like activated carbon, scrubbers, or thermal oxidation are used to remove VOCs from gas streams. So the correct answer here is option 3, fly ash. Electrostatic precipitators are specifically designed to remove particulate matter like fly ash from the emissions of thermal power plants. Coming to the next question, which fallacy is committed in the following statement? I can expect that you would not find any moral issue in making abortion illegal since your ability to feel sympathy for the rights of women in general is very limited. 1. Begging the question. 2. Ad hominem. 3. Hasty generalization. 4. Slippery slope. Options 1, 2, 3, and 4. The correct answer is option 2. So the question asked is about fallacy. Fallacies are errors in reasoning that it undermine the validity of an argument. They often involve flawed assumptions, misleading information, or deceptive tactics that can lead to incorrect conclusions. In the given statement, a specific type of fallacy is committed. That is, the statement implies that the person's opinion on abortion is based on their personal characteristics, limited ability to feel sympathy for women's rights, rather than addressing the argument itself. This is an example of ad hominem fallacy where the argument is dismissed or discredited by attacking the character or personal qualities of the person making the argument. And here is some additional knowledge also, that is, ad hominem fallacies can be misleading and divert attention from the actual issue being discussed. They often involve personal attacks or insults rather than addressing the substance of the argument. Here, the fallacy committed is ad hominem. This type of fallacy undermines constructive debate by focusing on personal characteristics rather than argument's merits. Next question. In dash, each communicating device is connected with every other device in the computer network. Star topology, mesh topology, bus topology, ring topology. Options given 1, 2, 3, and 4. The correct answer is option 2. This question is used to identify the specific computer network topology where every device is directly connected to every other device. So, let us analyze the Given network topology, star topology, all devices are connected to a central hub or switch. Communication between any two devices must pass through the central hub. It is not connected to every other computer. In mesh topology, every device is connected directly to every other device. This creates multiple redundant paths for data, enhancing reliability and fault tolerance. This perfectly matches the description. Each communicating device is connected with every other device. Next topology is top topology. It is not a standard recognized computer network topology. This must be a misspelling or a distractor. Ring topology. In ring topology, devices are connected in a circular fashion, with each device connected to exactly two other devices, forming a single continuous pathway for signals. Data travels in one direction around the ring. It is not each connected with every other computer. Therefore, the correct answer is option 2, that is mesh topology. Next question. Arrange the following components in the context of effective learning environment. A. Continuous formative assessment. B. Adequate student support. C. Appropriate curriculum. D. Engaging pedagogy. E. Providing suitable resources and infrastructure. The correct answer is taken from the options given: E, B, A, C, D, B, A, C, D, E, C, D, A, B, E, A, B, C, D, E. Options given 1, 2, 3 and 4. So the correct answer is option 3. That is, effective learning environment is crucial for fostering student engagement, motivation, and academic success. It encompasses various components that work together to create a supportive and productive learning space. The question asks us to arrange the given components in a logical order to create an effective learning environment. So, here is the logical arrangement of the components. First is C, that is appropriate curriculum. A well-defined curriculum provides the foundation for effective learning. It outlines the learning objectives, content, and outcomes that guide the learning process. Next is D, engaging pedagogy. Engaging teaching methods and strategies help students to stay motivated and interested in the learning process. Next is A, that is continuous formative assessment. Regular assessments help teachers monitor student progress, identify areas for improvement, and adjust instruction to meet the student needs. Next comes B, that is adequate student support. Ongoing support for students, including academic, emotional, and social support, helps ensure that students can access the benefit from the learning environment. E, providing suitable resources for and in the infrastructure. Adequate resources and infrastructure support the curriculum and facilitate effective teaching and learning. Next question. Scientific observations are based on verifiable evidence or systematic body of proof that can be cited, accumulated experiences, prejudices, beliefs of people. Options given 1, 2, 3 and 4. The answer is option 1. That is, this question asks about the fundamental basis of scientific observations. Scientific observations must be objective and verifiable evidence or systematic body of proof that can be cited. This is correct because scientific observations require objective, repeatable, and confirmable data. Next is accumulated experiences, subjective and not systematically recorded, not scientific. Prejudices involve bias, that is anti-ethical to scientific objectivity. Beliefs of people, not based on empirical evidence or systematic investigation. Therefore, scientific observations are based on verifiable evidence or systematic body of proof that can be cited. So, the answer is option 1. Next question, match the list 1 with list 2. A, disease causing agent. B, oxygen consuming waste, plant nutrients, suspended solids. List 2, fine particles of clay, coliform bacteria, animals and plants in aquatic habitat, phosphorus. So the correct answer is given in the options A2, B3, C1, D4, A2, B3, C4, D1, A1, B2, C3, D4, A1, B2, C4, D3. Options are given as 1, 2, 3 and 4. Correct answer is option 2. This question will involve matching water pollutants with the specific examples. Water pollutants are substances, organisms, or energy forms that contaminate water bodies, degrading water quality and making it harmful for humans or environment. And the first option is A. Disease causing agent is Correct to 2, that is coliform bacteria. Coliform bacteria serve as indicators of fecal contamination which can cause various diseases. B. Oxygen consuming waste to 3, that is animals and plants in aquatic habitat. Decomposing organic matter from dead organisms consumes dissolved oxygen. Plant nutrient to 4, phosphorus. Nitrogen and phosphorus are the key components that lead to eutrophication or excessive plant growth. Suspended solids, fine particles of clay. Suspended solids are undissolved particles like clay or silt that makes water turbid. So these are the questions for today's session. Please subscribe my channel and keep watching and be happy. Thank you all. I'll come up with more PYQs in the coming sections.